Hey guys, this is Page from View.com, and of late, OnePlus has been in the news. First came the announcement that OnePlus is merging with Oppo, and then we got the news that OnePlus is merging its OxygenOS software with ColorOS. So here's what OnePlus said in their forum. We are working on integrating the code base of OxygenOS and ColorOS. This is a change that you'll likely not even notice since it's happening behind the scenes. Well, now OnePlus has launched the OnePlus NORD 2. This is the phone right here. And this is a phone that contradicts the whole statement about OxygenOS changes happening behind the scenes. I mean, apart from the fact that the OnePlus NORD 2 is the successor to the very popular OnePlus NORD that launched last year, this is a phone that also shows you that OxygenOS and ColorOS merging is not just about the code base or updates. There's actually changes in OxygenOS that are straight from ColorOS and not so behind the scenes. Now let me make it clear that the OnePlus NORD 2 actually brings a number of major upgrades over the OnePlus NORD, and I will talk about them, so make sure to watch the full video. But first, let me talk about the ColorOS changes in OxygenOS. Okay, so this is the OnePlus NORD 2 in action, and it has the OnePlus launcher. Quick settings and notifications are still the same, but there are two things that are straight up from ColorOS. First up, check out the camera app on the OnePlus NORD 2 next to the camera app on the OnePlus 9 Pro. See the difference? Look, I'm someone who's always liked the clean OnePlus camera apps, so I don't like this change, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, here's the camera app on the Realme X7 Max next to the NORD 2's camera app, and yeah, as you can see, it's identical. It has the same AI features, the same settings, every single thing in this camera app is the same. In fact, we even get the same prompt when first opened up. Yep, you must have seen this in Realme UI and ColorOS, right? So yeah, this isn't exactly a behind the scenes change. Now that's not all. Another big change is the settings app. So here's the settings app on the OnePlus NORD 2 and the OnePlus 9 Pro. And from the looks of it, they look similar with the whole one-handed design, but take a look closely and you'll see that the settings app on the NORD 2 is actually not the same. To give you an idea, just take a look at, say, the display settings. It's not the same. It's actually the settings app from ColorOS. Here's the settings in Realme X7 Max. And once again, the NORD 2's options, the UI in the settings, each and every option is just the same. So overall, it looks like I have to accept that OxygenOS will become more and more like ColorOS in the future. I mean, OxygenOS 11.3 on the NORD 2 still does not have any bloatware, no weird notifications or anything. It's clean and nice, and you know what, I'm just hoping that it remains this way. Anyway, the Oppofication of the software aside, what are the big upgrades in the OnePlus NORD 2 over the OnePlus NORD? Well, the OnePlus NORD 2 feels like the original NORD when it comes to the size and weight and the same Gorilla Glass 5 back. But as you can see, the cameras here have the new look like the OnePlus 9 and the 9 Pro. Also, unlike the OnePlus NORD C, there's the iconic alert slider, which is just, good to see. Now, one big change on the design front is the OnePlus NORD 2 has dual stereo speakers, which is an upgrade because the OnePlus NORD did not have this. So there's a speaker at the bottom and the other one in the earpiece, and so far the speakers here sound really good, but I'll be testing it more. As for the front, it has not changed a lot. It's still a 6.4-inch AMOLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate, sRGB and Display P3 support, and Gorilla Glass 5. Now, personally, I would have liked a 120Hz panel, but I'll be comparing it to other phones and see if it's a big difference. Now, the design and display apart, the two major upgrades in the OnePlus NORD 2 is the new chipset and the new main camera. First up, the chipset. So the OnePlus NORD 2 uses MediaTek's Dimensity 1200 flagship chipset, which is a 6nm chipset with 5G. There's also up to 12GB RAM and up to 256GB non-expandable storage. So the Dimensity 1200 is the highlight, and I think it's an excellent addition. I mean, I ran a few benchmark tests on the OnePlus NORD 2 and compared them to the NORD, and the difference in scores of the Dimensity 1200 and the 768G are massive, be it Antutu or, as you can see, Geekbench. So this is a powerful chipset, and I've started using the NORD 2 as my daily driver, and so far the phone just feels fast and snappy like your usual OnePlus phone. But yeah, it's a bit too early to judge. I've also been playing a lot of BGMI on this phone, and the performance has been great, top notch. For those who want to know, by default the graphics are set to HD and high, but HDR Ultra and Smooth Extreme are supported. Moving on to the cameras, the OnePlus NORD 2 has the 50 megapixel Sony IMX766 sensor that we saw in the OnePlus 9 Pro as well. Now, I took some comparison shots from the OnePlus NORD 2 and the OnePlus NORD, and in daytime photos, I did not notice any big improvements in the NORD 2. However, in low light, it's a massive difference. The Nord 2 captures way better low light shots, as you can see. I mean, just look at these photos and you'll see that the Nord 2 shots are brighter and sharper every single time. It's actually a big difference. So even though I've only taken a few photos, the Nord 2's main camera looks like an improvement, especially in low light. Apart from that, the battery and the charger has been upgraded too. There's a 4500 mAh battery with 65 watt warp charge supported. So yeah, it should last a little longer and also charge a lot faster. And one more thing to note here is that unlike the Nord or the Nord CE, the Nord 2 is actually a 5G phone. You can actually call it Nord 2 5G because it has 7 5G bands, which is just great. Overall, it's clear that the OnePlus Nord 2 actually brings a lot of good upgrades over the OnePlus Nord. Faster chipset, improved camera, bigger battery, faster charging, way more 5G bands. So yeah, it's a good upgrade. As for the price, I don't know it yet, but with the Nord C taking over the 25 to 30k segment, I'm expecting the Nord 2 to arrive in the 30-35k segment. Anyway, the point is that the Nord 2 seems like a good phone, but the biggest talking point for me has to be the fact that OxygenOS is changing to ColorOS. See, I just want to say this. Dear OnePlus or dear Oppo or dear BBK, whoever is at the top handling this, let OxygenOS remain OxygenOS. OxygenOS is good because it's OxygenOS. Don't change it to something else. So yeah, that was your sort of first look at the new OnePlus Nord 2. And yeah, I have started using it as my daily driver. So if you have any questions around the device, make sure to comment that below and we'll answer them in our full review. So make sure to watch that as well. Also give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure to share it and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.